All right, my magical friends. So, welcome. Wait, I always like to use my head to cover my exercise bicycle. It's kind of funny. So, welcome to today's live. I'm super excited to be here with you. My name's Katherine McIntosh, and I have been a facilitator of something kind of my whole life. So, for a long time, I facilitated my friends with their bodies, and then I became a facilitator of something called trance dance, and then I facilitated um, my friends with and people who, I taught dance for almost 20. Hi, Nicolette. For almost 20 years. And then I became an access consciousness certified facilitator. And I've been doing that for over 8 years. And it's really cool, as a coach or a mentor or whatever you want to call what it is that I do, which sometimes I don't know. I have people a lot of times they're like, "Oh, you do private sessions?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." Like I've been fortunate enough to work with Hollywood. I've had some of the coolest clients on the planet. And just in terms of their determination. And so today's live, I wanted to talk about how to be sure of something. And, if we look at it, the areas of your life where you have the most ease, you're sure. You don't doubt you don't question that you won't be able to make it happen. You don't go into insecurity. You don't question it. You just are like, you know what? No matter what, it takes, no matter how it's going to happen. And I don't know what it's going to look like when it happens, but I know it's going to happen. And so there's an energy that happens in the body when you're really sure of something. And the analogy that I can come up with to sort of match this is I was just on we have a 6-month course called Fuel Your Future. And it's all about gathering the energies that really truly are authentic to your journey, to your business, to your relationships, to your life, to your knowing. And how do you not grab, but how do you sort of invite those energies in? How do you play with those energies? How do you expand and grow them to expand and grow your life? And so the analogy that we kind of came up with today, because someone on there is so brilliant with plants and so brilliant with gardening. And I was like, if you treated money the way you treated your garden, she's like, oh my God, I know. So here's the analogy that I want to give when you're sure of something. Like, this woman, when she is planting her garden, she is sure that the seeds she's planting are going to blossom and grow into plants, into beautiful things that contribute to her garden, right? And so what if, right? When she's planting, she's like, I'm sure all of these plants are going to bloom. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know what they're going to look like when they blossom and grow, but I know that they're going to blossom and grow unless a storm happens, unless like a crazy freeze happens, unless some sort of extenuating outside circumstances create a challenge for the garden to blossom and grow. The garden, no matter what, always grows. So you don't doubt it. You don't doubt the when, you just know that it's going to happen, but you're not like, oh my God, I planted those things like 3 weeks ago and nothing's happening. No, you would never do that. You'd be like, oh, how's my garden doing? And so when you're sure of something in your life, you know it's going to happen. You know you can co-create with your body or with the universe to do whatever it takes. And so there is an energy that each of us has that sort of comes alive in the body, that is a physical and an energetic clue that you're sure. I tell this story a lot, but it's because I was sure. So my senior year in high school, semifinals of soccer, and it is 3 minutes left, and we are tied 1-1 or 2-2 or 3-3 or something like that. Hi, everybody. And I'm sitting there, and with 3 minutes left, I look at the clock, and I was like, we have to score a goal. And moreover, I was like, I am going to score a goal, no matter what it takes, because I knew and I was sure that I didn't want to chance going into a shootout with the opposing team. They were better at shootouts. We were better on the field. And I was like, we're not losing to these people. I want to win the finals, I'm sure. And so with 3 minutes left in the game, I made a physical and energetic demand in my body, and I was sure we were going to score. And sure enough, fate collided, myself and the opposing team. We got head to head with the ball. We both fell. The ball stayed. I got up because I was so sure, and she was still on the ground. I dribbled past her, and sure enough, I scored a goal. And with 1:37 left on the clock, we became the winning team to go into the finals, and then we ended up winning the finals. But I was sure. When I made a demand with my son when he was 2 months old in the mirror, I was staring at myself in the mirror, hating on my body. I was sure that I needed to make a change with the way that I had gone about my body for the last 20 years. The judgments and the hatred and the binge eating and the secrets and the hiding food. And I was always in this place of I was never sure how I was going to change my body. And then when this fateful moment happened when he was 2 months old, so 8 years ago, I was sure that I was going to put myself on a year-long no judgment diet. And lo and behold, that year-long, I was sure, right? My entire, not just my body changed, my entire life changed. I started traveling the world. I started making more money than I've ever made in my life. I started having fun doing what I was doing. I was like obsessed and in love and so grateful to have a conversation and a topic to talk about and facilitate in the way that I facilitate that really changed people's lives. So I'm saying those stories as examples because I want you to look at where in your life can you start to be sure? If you're like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to change my body. Well, guess what? It's going to be challenging and difficult. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to make more money. Well, guess what? You're going to struggle with money. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to sign up for that class, or I don't know how I'm going to find a relationship, or I don't know how I'm going to have that hard conversation with my husband or wife, or I don't know how I'm going to have that hard conversation with my child. Be sure. And so what I wanted to talk about is how do you be sure? There usually are a few components that are involved. So one, you have this demand in your world, like full on, like I am not giving up. Demand in your world that no matter what, it's going to happen. So no matter what, you plant a seed in the garden, you know that seed 99% of the time is going to blossom and grow. And chances are when it does, you're like, oh, it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful. You don't go, oh my God, how come that seed hasn't sprouted? But how many times in our lives, with our bodies, with money, with our businesses, do we not allow the patience and the enjoyment and the gratitude and the acknowledgement to allow the seeds of our life to grow in our garden, to grow in our bodies, to grow in our beings, to contribute to every area of our lives? So I don't know if I'm making sense, but I wanted to encourage you. So the first step is, how do you be sure? You make an energetic demand. Two is it's followed by a very loud physical sensation in your body, right? Number three is there's a level of allowance and patience present, and you're not trying to rush the results. So my friends, when you are sure and you know you're going to change your body, or you're sure and you know you're going to have a successful business, or you're sure and you know you're going to create a relationship you've never had before, then that energetic demand is an invitation to the universe and an invitation to your body to begin to co-create with you. Pretty cool, right? Too bad my head doesn't hide the exercise bike. I always say, well, I live in Aspen and it's 750 square feet, right? For $1 million home. Lucky me. So it's like, where in your life are you just willing to be sure? And then where are the areas of your life where you're like, oh, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I could change. Well, I want to say something that you may not like, but if you say, I'm not sure how I can do that, you're actually, one, lying to you, but two, you're dismissing the potency. You're dismissing the magic. You're dismissing the 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 vibrato that you could have. And so, my friends, what if you started to have that sure with getting rid of pain in your body? What if you started to have that sure with being able to change your body? Maybe you're somebody who wants to lose weight. Maybe you're someone who wants to get more fit and develop a little bit more muscle. Maybe you're someone who hasn't really been an exercise person and now you want to, right? Like, start to go, you know what? I can change my body. You know what? I'm the expert. And so, one of the things when you're sure is you're not looking outside of yourself for someone else to do it. Like that, when I was 18 years old and I was a senior in high school, and that like semifinals to win state, it was a big deal. It was a really big deal. There were thousands of people in the audience. It was like we were a soccer state. I grew up in the Midwest. Go Wisconsin. Hopefully you can't detect my accent, but sometimes once in a while it comes out. And I was sure, like every bone in my body was like, we got this. We're doing this. I'm freaking scoring the goal. I wasn't looking outside of myself to go, oh, I hope one of my teammates score. I made a demand that it was going to happen. And whether it was me or someone else, I didn't care. I just knew that I was going to give it every ounce of everything I had in me. I was not going to let us lose this game. And it was quite a spectacular goal, if I might, if I might admit myself. And so that is what I want you to I want to invite you in to consider is you're not, when you're sure, you don't look to someone else for support or advice or their opinion. You're like, I'm doing it. Now, you may look to people to have your back, to feed you energy, to co-create with, but you're not expecting them to do it for you. You are sure. So I want you right now, if this is light for you, and if this is like getting your juices going and you're excited about what I'm talking about, write down 3 areas of your life you want to change. And you can ask yourself, the question is, am I sure? Am I willing to make an energetic demand that literally, almost like the sensation of giving your body goosebumps? It's like, it's happening now. And then it's a patient game to just be in energy. And guess what? When you're patient, you don't doubt that it's not going to happen. You give it your all every day and every moment. You rest when you need to. Right? And you always have faith that it's going to come true, that it's either going to actualize or it's going to grow. And so those are the elements that really, truly help you change your body, change your business, change your relationships, right? Change your finances. So most people give up their expert knowing when it comes to changing their body. Now, I'm not saying that nutrition advice isn't helpful. It is. I work with a nutritionist. My boyfriend is a nutritionist, and he's amazing at it. And he's helped me become really aware of, sort of combinations and foods and when to eat. I was a girl for 20 years. I didn't eat breakfast. And he came along. He's like, you need to be eating breakfast. And I was like, No, it'll make me fat. And actually, the opposite has happened. I've slendered down. I'm getting more fit. I have more energy. I'm not as lethargic, or I didn't even realize how much energy it was zapping from me. So, the point is that do a diet if you need a diet, but don't look to the diet as the expert. Look to you as the expert, and you create the rules. You co-create the rules with your body. And so, it's cool because I am starting next week doing a 30-day, month-long course, and I've never done this before. Normally my 30-day courses are $1,000, but we're doing something different this time. And we are going to really engage the action and emotion and the feeling and the sensation and the being sure with your body to create a totally different change. So this class isn't $1,000. This class isn't even $500. This class, you guessed it, it's not even $200. I am doing this for 30 days with live facilitation with yours truly. I have been literally facilitating bodies probably since I was 20 years old. And I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to the body. But here's the thing is, I'm not the expert of your body. You're the expert of your body. And so we are going to hire you for 30 days to be your own expert, your own investigator, your own detective, your own curiosity finder. And you're going to discover the energies and the tools and the foods and the tips and the tricks that give your body energy, not necessarily so it can change your body. Yes, that will probably happen, but energy so you can create your life. Create your life. Because here's the deal. When you stop judging your body and you start creating your life, oh my God, you don't have time to judge you. You don't have time to judge the food you are or aren't eating. You don't have time to judge. You literally have this energy inside of you that creates a movement and a momentum, and you become unstoppable. So if that would be fun for you, you guys are invited to check out the website. You can go to katherinemcintosh.com, and you can just see on there. You can also do .com/heybody30 is 30 days. And we're for the month of August, we are going live Monday through Friday, live facilitation, live tools and questions. And I'm not sure what else will come out of this, but all I know is we're bringing it all, my friends. We're bringing it all, and you're invited, to be sure, and to find those places where you're like, yeah, the energy of momentum, the energy of possibility, the energy of magic, and what else is possible. Oh. So, my magical friends, thank you, 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 thank you. You are a gift to the world. So start finding ways in which the areas where you'd like to create change in your life, you start to embody and embrace the energy of yes, you can be sure. So thank you for watching. If this inspired you, please feel free to leave a comment or your aha. Please feel free to like the page, and please feel free to share it with anyone you think this might contribute to. So I'm grateful for you all being here. Thank you. And if you found us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you found us on Facebook, give us a like and a follow. And please feel free to share this information with anyone. And if you're like, oh my God, this is amazing, Katherine, and did I even tell you guys the price? It's only $97. Cray. So come on, come play. You never know. There are no prerequisites, and we're just going to go on an adventure. So we will see you soon, my friends. Thank you for being. Bye for now.